top of the world, fabulous 1340 KAB.
Hi, mateys.
Like it's spooky.
To the ships at sea who can hear my voice, look across the water into the darkness. Look for the fog.
Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Red Fog Radio. I'm Brian.
And I'm Rod.
And on this episode, we don't have one guest. We have two guests. Well, they might have multiple personalities, so there may be more than two guests, but there's at least four of us here today, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome, Jocelyn and Lewis.
Hi.
Hello.
In your company or your production, is it Jock and Lou?
It's Jocelyn Lou.
Jocelyn Lou, okay.
It trips up, I think, literally everyone. But as a kid, my nickname was Joss, and that's how everyone spelled it. And then also it's like 3 letters and 3 letters.
Yeah.
But I think it confuses everyone more so.
We should change it to add the E and then add the E and then a my.
Oh.
Oh, the little apostrophe thing.
Yeah, fancy E's.
So is that the name of the production company? Joss and Lou Productions?
We don't got nothing in writing yet.
Yeah, you just kind of like label it on all of your stuff though, right?
Yeah.
We just don't have like a LLC or anything yet.
I was going to say you haven't formed an LLC yet.
No, we're a lawsuit waiting to happen.
No, you might want to do that.
I know.
And the reason why we have you on is because you're indie filmmakers from Iowa, of all places, of course, right? You do live.
Technically, Illinois. Technically, we're on the Illinois side.
Yeah.
Is it right on the border now?
Yeah, because we're in the Quad Cities, which is like right on the border.
Oh.
I understand if we have to leave.
You're Midwest indie
Yeah.
filmmakers.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
There we go. So a few things that we're going to talk about is a couple of your shorts that you already have out. One was called No Bones About It. Was it part of one of those 48-hour film festivals kind of things where you have to make your film in 2 days?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was, speaking of legal things, there's a museum here where we live called the Putnam. They were doing that. It wasn't an official one. I don't know how that works, but like 48-hour Film Fest is like a company, I guess, or like a nonprofit or something. I don't know.
Something to that effect. But they were just using like the name of 48-hour Film Festival and the concept.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not like, I guess, an officially
Yeah.
sanctioned 48-hour film festival, but it was in the same spirit of that.
You
That
can't
was
own the idea.
No, yeah, there's 48-hour film festival or whatever the hell you call it. Des Moines,
Yeah.
New York. I think every state except for maybe Illinois. I don't know. Maybe they do have one, but yeah, it's a huge thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there's a big one in Chicago or something for sure.
Any film festival we go to, people are like, oh, I did the short film as part of the 48-hour film festival.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds fucking awful.
Yeah.
So you write, film, edit, sound, everything in 48 hours? I don't even get through the fucking podcast in 48 hours. Right? Yeah. What? No. Fuck that. That sounds horrible. Why would you want to do that?
So on this one, did it have the same rules where, because I believe some of them give you like a topic or something and a character.
Yeah, that's like
I think
like a
we
core
had
part of it.
light rules compared
Yeah.
to the 48-hour film festival, like this officially sanctioned ones, because it is through like a science museum that's like, I think, more geared towards like children. So we had a mix of like the film students, I think, at some of the college there was a few like families, and then like a group of like all like junior high kids in that year that we did it. So I think they gave us like a topic, and I think the 48-hour film fest that's like officially sanctioned gives you a couple more things that you have to do at your
It's
in
like,
your film.
It's like there has to be a character named this, or there has to be this object, or because I think the idea is like to make it more fun and also prevent people from just submitting something they made 5 years ago and being like, no, yeah, I did this over the weekend, I swear.
Yeah, I think the 48-hour film festival, to give you like the genre, you have to use a certain vegetable in the short.
Yeah.
Somebody has to go to the ER for a broken bone of a certain type. You have to be on an antidepressant by the time the movie's done being made. Like,
Yeah, that just happens by virtue of the 48 hours. But yeah, ours, it was just one thing, was it had to incorporate experiment in some way.
That was the only rule.
Yeah, pretty loose.
Huh. So what was your inspiration? Because you have like the skeletons moving at the end and
The inspiration was when we did it with one other person, but we didn't know if they were going to be available. So we went and got the thing. He was with us and there was like going to be another person maybe. But so like when the three of us got the thing, we kind of were like, what's something that would be easy to do that we have access to? It actually started with like, what if we use, because I think we have mutual friends. I don't know if we should say their names or not, but yeah, Brian knows them. They have one of those giant skeletons that everyone has. And we were like, what if we use that in some way? And I think
the use of skeletons was like, that's how we can get extra characters in our movie because then, you know, you can get a voiceover in there and that doesn't have to be someone that's on camera. And it just adds like, you know, when you only have access to like maybe 2 people that are up to act, it adds a little bit more, I guess, like
things you can do
with it. And then also at the art gallery, the artery, they had a lot of those skeletons just there already, just hanging about the rooms and stuff. So the gold skeleton was ours and we just bought that a long time ago and now it's kind of become a consistent cast member in a lot of our films.
That's why you haven't formed the LLC. You'd have to pay your cast, huh? You're working for free.
well, let's go to your more recent one, the Love Knocks Twice. It's a horror comedy. Is that one that you just released to festivals last year then? Because I remember seeing it at Halloween Palooza.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we only submitted it to 2 festivals. We submitted it to Halloween Palooza and we submitted it to Alternating Currents, which is going to be in like the mid-August. So it'll be playing one more time theatrically.
Davenport, Iowa.
In Davenport, Iowa. And I think we called it officially finished. I mean, I guess we had to hit the Halloween Palooza deadline, which was like August 31st or something to that effect.
Yeah.
So I think we finished it maybe like a week before that. We were really trying to get it into that deadline specifically.
Yeah.
And then our new one, it's almost finished. It's almost out of post-production. We played it at a lot of different locations at the Burlington Capitol Theater, and we played at the Last Picture House in various capacities. That's how I'll say it.
Yeah.
And at Roz Talks in Rock Island, we kind of wanted to do like the idea of a mini tour with it.
Haunted all of those places with it.
Yeah.
Taking inspiration from things like Hundreds of Beavers, doing that four-walling of it. And even though it's our first, I would call Love Knocks Twice our true first short film.
Yeah.
No Bones About It is kind of like our beta test, I guess.
Yeah.
To see like how we felt about doing just filmmaking in general. But Love Knocks Twice, I would consider like that was the real like first film.
Yeah. And in Love Knocks Twice, there's a mutual friend of all of ours, Jason Whitmarsh, in there as a kind of a kooky scientist or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching and I was like, God, that guy looks familiar. Oh, yeah, that's Jason. Yeah, he was pretty cool in that one. So where did you get the story for this one?
Well, because at the time we started writing it, we didn't have a big network here. The area we're living now, the Quad Cities, we had just moved like 3 years at that point, 4 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how long we've been. But so we didn't know who would be interested in working with us and stuff. So the script came from like, what's something that we could just shoot? Worst case scenario, it's just the 2 of us. So it started very like, okay, a guy finds a spooky tape and then it gets killed in some way. And like the original first draft idea was like super simple. It's just one guy. I think there's like a knocking, but you don't even see what happens. And then we started like reaching out to people. After like that, we wrote that draft and then we came back to it and like, okay, how could we flesh this out if we do have people? One of the things we would love is like if the tape had
we wanted to do a horror host idea to it. And we just love the idea of like, we want to do a horror host in some capacity. That would just be a fun time.
Yeah.
So that was a big element of the script as well. Originally, Justin Markson was going to play Devin's character, but he got into an accident like the week before we were starting shooting. He was actually on the way to rehearse with us. So the script was rewritten too many times throughout the process. So it was rewritten to fit more of like Devin's sensibilities like in that last week. But we think he brought so much to it on such short notice.
Yeah.
Filmed in the Underwoods.
Yes.
Yep.
Bear room?
Is that what it is?
Man cave? I don't know what
The party room?
What did they call? We always call it the party room. I don't know what they call.
they call it. The party room. There's no parties that go on there, but they call it that.
Hey, we watched a movie with them there once or twice.
I'm sure it was a great time.
Tanya, when she was like, oh my God, they insulted our party room.
So they have a house, and then in the back above their garage, they have like this like kind of cool, small, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like imagine just like a cool basement, but it's above ground and on top of a garage. And so the movie takes place in there, and there's a little bit with these pizza
delivery girls. Yeah.
There's two of them, don't ask. And they kind of make fun of him because he's acting like it's his second house. Because they're like, we knocked at your door, but you didn't show up. And then he's like, I said to deliver it to the party room. And then they look around and they say, oh, wow, not a lot of people have their second house right behind their first house. Tanya, our mutual friend, was like, what the hell?
And both of the shorts we just talked about can be found on your YouTube page also, right?
Yeah.
Yes. They're both available. They're just out there. And then Love Knocks Twice I think it's its final showing. It might have another one, but we're like kind of focusing on the new stuff more so. But at Altering Currents.
Which is, what date is that?
It's the 14th, 15th. It's like mid-August, and it's like this free festival that happens downtown Davenport in Iowa.
Yeah, it's humongous. You ever heard of Alternating Currents, Rod?
Uh-uh.
So huge festival, music, movies at the Last Picture House, bands all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, there's bands across the street, there's bands down the street, there's comedy at all these clubs. I never realized how big it is, and it just keeps growing and growing. And another mutual friend of ours, Garth Jacobson, has a hand in it. And then, of course, people that I know through him have a hand in it. Our friend Justin Beam's going to be there again this year. And this episode will come out after Alternating Currents, but now that you know about it, it's something that you need to keep an eye on if you love festivals, especially if you love these kind of festivals. Usually they're like, oh, it's a short film festival. Oh, it's this music festival. This is everything.
What's cool about it, if like, I don't know about other film fests, is like they repeat the blocks. So it's like cool because like it's rare in like a festival where you can go, oh, I'm gonna go watch this movie block, and then I'll go watch some music or comedy or something, and then catch like, oh, the drama block's playing, I missed that one, I'll see it the next day or something. A lot of times, for at least our experience at movie film festivals, it's like you're in one location, you're sitting there, you're watching them. There's enough time to go eat lunch or something, but it's usually you're like kind of static. It's cool about Alternate Currents is you can kind of bounce around to different locations in downtown Davenport. Like most of them are like walkable, so you can just like walk. For some reason, they do it in like the hottest point of the year.
Every year they pull out the Farmer's Almanac and they're like, when's it going to be the hottest this year? Yep, right there. We're going to put it right there that weekend.
You mentioned Garth. He's in our new movie, Same as It Ever Was.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. What can you tell us about this? What's the concept of this?
So we did a horror comedy with Love Knocks Twice, and we were like, we love horror, but we didn't want to do another horror back to back. So our next one is actually an absurdist action comedy, and it's kind of hard to explain. Yeah. I can bring up the synopsis that we have. I think it's when two gunmen come for Justin Johnson, he has to choose between the casual Fridays and the things that are once in a lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah, it's confusing, and the movie is also confusing.
So right now you're in the editing process right now? Is that correct?
Yeah, we just got the first run of the score, which was really exciting to hear.
Because really getting the score, I feel like it smooths everything over. Like when you're editing the movie, and it has like these rough edges to it, which is just the nature of a DIY project in general. But then getting a score, especially as good as Jalos or Devin CM like do it, like it elevates it so much, and it's just so exciting to hear. So we got the first draft of that like 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah. Which Jalas, they did Love Knocks Twice score too. I don't know if you guys would agree with this, but to us, that score is way better than that movie has any right to have a score that good. Like when they sent us that first score and it like the synthy like opening, we're like, oh damn, this is.
We're gonna have to step up our game as filmmakers.
Right.
Live up to these scores.
So when do you expect that to be put out, or are you trying to get it ready before a certain festival? Or
so we actually have a premiere date. It's August 30th at the Last Picture House. Tickets will be available August 1st. It's free to attend. We'll be doing a short presentation on Andy Sedaris, the film director. We have some like silly giveaways. We'll play our short film, and then we'll be doing a rowdy screening of Hard Ticket to Hawaii. which we're really excited for. We hope it, like, not just for our short film, but like, I love Hard Ticket to Hawaii. I want people to love that movie and enjoy the experience of that movie, like, just as much or more or less. I don't know. Because I love that movie and I would love to see more stuff like that around.
Yeah.
I mean, what's not to love about that movie? It's got guns and
Mhm.
boobs and
Mhm.
drugs and
Yep.
Hawaii,
Yeah.
A snake.
a snake, and awful fighting scenes. Yeah, it's got everything, right? It's a perfect movie.
I still haven't got a chance to see it. Scott, who's up in Mason City, he does the cinema stomp up there once a month.
Mhm.
And he showed it 1 month. That was just 1 month I couldn't make it to. And they actually made a drink up at the bar there for that, a hard ticket.
Oh, nice.
And I still need to check out the movie.
I bet that's someone that would, if you guys were interested in screening at some other places, I'm sure he'd play it before one of the films he shows up at Cinema Stomp. Do you guys know about Cinema Stomp?
No.
So Mason City, Iowa, every month, a mutual friend of ours, Rod's been to Mason City several times. They show a movie once a month at the bar there. I think it's $5 a person to get in. They may have a vendor or two, and they just show kind of the weird stuff that isn't screening anywhere else.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Sleepaway Camp last month. I don't remember what was the month before that. You remember?
There was Deathstalker 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. He played Toxic Avenger one time.
Nice.
It's quite a variety.
That's awesome.
Like, it's not strictly horror. One of my favorite, the Miami.
Miami Connection.
Yeah.
You guys have seen that one.
Fight,
Yeah,
fight,
I love that one.
Yeah.
He worked with a local bar up in Mason City, Iowa, and was like, let's bring people in once a month on a Saturday night and have these movie showings and serve drinks and have trivia and giveaways and stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he gives away movies.
Gives away movies and stuff. And yeah, I'm sure if you guys reach out to him, or we could always give you his information and be like, hey, would you want to show this short film that we did? I need to make it up there.
That'd be great. I mean, it sounds like it'd be fun just to go to either way. Have you not been there yet?
I've not been there yet. He was at the QC FrightCon too, selling some stuff. And
Oh, okay, cool.
does he come to Halloween-a-Palooza?
Yeah, he always has a booth at Halloween Palooza. A Coffin Crew mask. So, I mean, he makes masks, but he also sells like movies and all kinds of horror related stuff. So he's been to pretty much Halloween Palooza ever since I've gone since 2018. So
Cool. Yeah, we're going to go to that.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
I need to make it up. It's like a 4-hour drive for me though, or 3-hour drive.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So
yeah,
What
it's
if
only
I
an
did?
hour and a half for me, but
I mean, it's be closer for you guys. I need to make it up because our friend Brian Clark lives up there. There's a lot of cool architecture. There's like a Frank Lloyd Wright house and stuff like that up there that I enjoy. So it's a nice area, and it'd be a cool trip to take and look at some other stuff and go get drunk at a bar while I watch something like Miami Connection.
Hell yeah.
is there anything else you want to talk about their film that's coming out then?
I don't think so. I don't know if this will be out before the 30th.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
this
would be.
episode will. Yep.
Yeah, so just go to Last Picture House to look for it, August 30th.
Yeah, we're really excited. What I love about making films is like it's such a great conduit for growth, not just like as your skills as a filmmaker, but as like you as a person.
Yeah, that was like a cool thing, like I said, with Love Knocks Twice, because we were new to the area and we didn't like know a ton of people. Well, we didn't know how much they'd want to be interested in helping. But like for this one, we have like so many more people. And
So many more locations,
Yeah,
just
we-
generally.
we like ran around all over downtown Davenport. We threw a dummy off of the roof of Last Picture House. We filmed the karaoke scene at Rostock's in Rock Island. Like so many more people, so many more locations, and just like I don't know if networking is a good or bad term, but like networking with people through the first one and getting to know so many people, and then
And I think people just being so receptive, I guess, like,
yeah.
oh, like it feels like almost this is what I can lead with, like when I talk to people and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like something that I guess we made.
Yeah. Well, speaking of networks, we might as well go to our podcast network, the EFPN. Let's hear from them.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
So now that we've heard from our podcast network, you could hopefully still go to the Last Picture House. I guess for you guys, I hope that there are no tickets available, but I hope for our listeners, if they want to see your short film and hard ticket to Hawaii, go to lastpicturehouse.com and grab a ticket. Because who doesn't want to see hard ticket to Hawaii?
Exactly.
It's going to be a great time.
A short film that's kind of like that? I don't know.
Pales in comparison, but also, if you go there and it is sold out, go to jocelyn.com and we'll probably at some point have a thing where you can sign up because we plan to do stuff like that more.
Oh, what did I see? Some samurai movie.
Samurai Cop.
Samurai Cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all right. It had all of the things that Hard Ticket to Hawaii has in it, except for maybe the snake, but then it had samurai, so it was like a...
Yeah. It's like a wash.
Even trade. So now it's time for our guest questions. And you guys said that you listened to an episode, but you don't remember the questions.
Yeah, kind of vaguely. Yeah.
Kind of vaguely. And Jocelyn, you said you remember the...
I remember the spiritual idea of the question.
I'm not sure if that's like a church thing or a voodoo thing.
Yeah.
It's a ghost thing.
So the first question deals with movies and TV. Is there a movie or TV show, doesn't matter if it's new or old, that has deeply influenced your creative style or the way you tell stories through your art?
It's hard to say because, I mean, honestly, we've made two and a half shorts. I always say like the two movies for me personally that are the most inspiring, just of like, oh, I would love to be able to make something that balances those two things so well, is Return of the Living Dead and Reanimator. They balance comedy and horror so well. The characters are so bombastic and fun. They have such a, fuck you energy to them.
I guess what I would say, I can maybe speak to an experience that maybe influenced going more towards comedy in the second one. We actually went to go see the Naked Gun reboot in theaters, like maybe it was like 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
And going into it, I was a little skeptical. I'm like, it's like a legacy remake. I'm not so certain about it. But then the reviews, they were like pretty good. So we're like, okay, we'll go. And when I went in there and the experience felt like a bubble bath for my brain, like the ability to just laugh so much and just be silly. It's been an experience that I've been craving at the theater, like the communal, everybody's in a room. Because I think comedies, they work best in a crowded room. It's hard to make people laugh when there's like 3 people in a room. And I guess I just want more times to be silly with each other and laugh. And I think we also are just silly between the two of us. Like a lot of the films I loved growing up have a lot of silly like character actor moments. They're more like feminine, like teen stories. A Cinderella Story has Jennifer Coolidge and she plays what's an iconic to me character. Or the Lizzie McGuire movie. It's like Lizzie McGuire is, I guess, the A plot, and the B plot is character actors having mischief, and I love that.
Jennifer Coolidge is an asshole in that movie.
Yeah.
Such a horrible, evil stepmother.
But she's so funny, though. Everything she says is hilarious.
When she's like, she goes to the restaurant, she's like, takes some money on the register. I'm like, well, I'm going to my Botox appointment.
No, she's going to my lipo.
Oh, yeah, my
which is
lipo.
not something you could just walk in and do.
While her poor stepdaughter works,
Yeah,
whose father
yeah.
has died, is working at running the damn thing.
But it's so funny.
She's great. She's great in everything.
God, I hate her in that movie, though.
You hate her?
Yeah, she's the evil stepmother.
But yeah, you're supposed to hate her.
And she's
I
so
know.
funny, though.
Well, I'm funny and people hate me, so. Well, at least I think I'm funny. Yeah.
I always thought her career was weird because the first thing I remember her in was American Pie, where she was a sexy Stifler's mom.
Yeah.
And then she went on to being this like usually funny, ditzy blonde kind of role and everything else she did after that. So it was quite a change.
Yeah, that is true.
She's in the new Minecraft movie. She's weird in that, too.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Apparently, she's amazing in The White Lotus. I haven't seen it personally, but I've heard great things about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. Isn't that like on Showtime or something like that?
I think
so.
like it's an HBO or Showtime situation.
Yeah.
We are less likely to watch TV shows, but Jennifer Coolidge is just like her presence on screen is so consistently engaging and funny.
Yeah.
And it's just great.
And I love when actors or actresses have that kind of set, goofy, ditzy, funny, and then they do something serious and they're super amazing at that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the next one is music. Is there a band, an album, or a song that has deeply influenced your creative style or the way you tell stories through your art?
I would say the soundtrack to Night Return of the Living Dead and Reanimator. Which I guess if it's the soundtrack to Reanimator, it's also the soundtrack to Psycho. I don't know. I'm so bad at music. Like that's like a consistent thing in my life of like, you gotta stop listening to podcasts nonstop and listen to music more often. Like I have stuff from being younger. I always loved musical operas like The Wall and Tommy, where it's like, I love when the album is telling a succinct story, and I love the movies based on those too.
I think I can have two different answers. For me, I've always loved pop music because I grew up kind of in a very guarded childhood, I'll say. Pop music, especially it was Britney Spears was the hot artist of the time. And it kind of penetrated this wall of like she was so popular that she even got into my life and it became like a regular music that wasn't what I was allowed to listen to. It was, you know, something that was on the radio or was accessible, like it was just regular music. And so I've always just loved pop music because of that personal connection to it. But I would say for this movie, we were also very inspired by the Beastie Boys music video, Sabotage. So it has a bit of a Sabotage by Beastie Boys influence to it. The idea of play and just being silly.
Them just kind of running around being, you know, quote unquote action stars, but it's completely silly.
Making shit tons of money while they're doing it.
Yeah.
What did you guys do today? We filmed an action video for our new song. It's going to make us a bunch of money.
You mentioned the Return of the Living Dead soundtrack. That was actually the first vinyl I bought. I actually bought a record player just to have that vinyl playing on it.
Hell yeah.
Like, I don't know, 5 years ago or something like that. And I love that soundtrack. It's so good.
It's so good.
And it leans more towards the opera soundtracks because most soundtracks you get, and it's just music. It's just sound. It's not lyrics and songs. And that's where that one kind of elevates itself maybe above all the stuff before it or even at that time is this is actually bands playing songs that just fit into the movie.
Yeah. What's the one band that's like the
Cramps?
Yeah, the Cramps.
Surfing Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even like the it's like it's so good. Yeah, that's a good first vinyl to buy. Do you still have it? Do you still have the vinyl you bought?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
I play it every once in a while.
I think I have 2 or 3 copies of that vinyl of that one.
I don't know why, but I assumed you were like a kid buying it.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
He said 5 years ago.
Did he say that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe.
He looks just so
I
young.
might look like I'm a 10-year-old. I don't know. Bald 10-year-old.
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening.
Actually, I think I remember the reason why I bought it too was because there's another podcast called Nightmare Junkhead. The guys out of Kansas City area, they've gone to Halloween-a-Palooza. They do a lot of Midwest stuff, but they did like one whole show where they played all those songs in that record, and it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
The next one, it's about an event. Is there a major cultural event or moment that shifted how you see your role as an artist other than Britney Spears, Maybe One More Time, and the Return of the Living Dead release?
A cultural moment?
Or an event?
This is so hard not to make a really inappropriate joke. There's so many events you could list.
List away.
Could you repeat the question?
That help form the way that you see your art, or like you said, the Beastie Boys, you're like, once you saw that, you're like, I want to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you talked about Love Knocks Twice. You wanted to do something with horror hosts. So I would imagine that, you know, there was Elvira or Joe Bob or Svengoolie that you're like, I want that in my film. Is there something that happened down the line, younger or even now, that you're like, oh, I want to do that. I want to shift my artwork to that. Like you talked about the bubble brain for your bath.
Yeah.
The bubble bath.
Yeah, the bubble bath. Yeah, that. I want to do that.
I think we've always wanted to do stuff. I do have an answer to bring it back to recent guest Justin Beam. I think we've always wanted and have been creative together in our relationships and prior to our relationship. And I think we got into a weird rut, I think, just with navigating life and friendship that we had at the time. And he's had a talk at Halloween Palooza. This was the year before we started working on Love Knocks Twice. So I think it was 2024. And he was just talking about his career and Dairy Public Radio, which I'm friends with CM now, which is fun. They didn't show up. So he talked for those whole 2 hours and then he still had more to go, but it's okay, which was great for me. But I think he kind of reiterated a message that is kind of, I think, a tale as old as time, but sometimes you just need to hear it from the right person at the right time that really put a fire under our ass. This was, I think, right after we did, or maybe right before we did the 48-hour film festival ones, No Bones About It. And, you know, the idea of like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you love it, you just have to start doing it. If you never ask, the answer is always going to be no. So we always knew we wanted to do it, but I think something about that day and maybe that time in our lives, we just needed to hear it.
I think it was like, right place, the right time to hear him. When he does his like talks, he has such a like genuine, sweet perspective of the world that it can be very inspiring.
I'll speak personally. You can get lost in like your cynicism of the world and stuff. And Justin has such a breath of fresh air that is like such a grounding reminder. And he's also accomplished a lot of really cool things.
Yeah. Also, he was saying like, again, it's things you hear a lot, but like hearing at the right time of like, just ask people. What's the worst they can say no? And that led to a lot of like, Justin Markson is a local actor here, seeing him at Leisburg House and going up and like talking to him. Oh yeah, he's cool and he's friendly and he wants to do stuff. And now we talk to him and
now we're friendly and he's in our new movie.
Yeah, he's shooting a movie right now. We were extras in it. He was like, can you come be extras in a party scene? So we spent Saturday and Sunday doing that. It was just like, it's weird because it's not a cultural moment in terms of like broadly, but it was just like a cool little talk at like horror convention. But like for us, that was a big moment because it was like, we needed to hear that. And it was really motivating and it was really cool. And we were like, the whole drive home, we were like, it got us pumped to go like, we're going to start writing that thing. We're going to actually do it, commit to it and stuff.
And we have it's kind of crazy. Like I think about how much growth we've had, not just with the films, but like personally because of the films. By the time this is released, that will be less than 2 years we heard Justin have that talk.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly grateful to him for being consistent in his messaging, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's been a long road for you guys moving from Chicago to the Quad Cities. And that kind of started with Midwest Monster Fest. And I feel like meeting people there that you connected with. And then we had a podcast, you know, you guys were on I Like It Spooky for a little bit. It was a long road for you guys to kind of find, I don't want to say your place, but maybe where you're comfortable and where you're happy and you're making things that you're like, we could do this. We're happy doing this. It fills our cup up as to where, you know, other things, even though it's fun and you make friends, it maybe just doesn't scratch that itch for you.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
You're missing something. Nothing against anybody that you've worked with or done anything with, but this is the thing that like, this really scratches that itch for us creativity wise. Because you guys know if you're artists or you are creative anyway, you don't do it for so long, you slowly start to like rot from the inside out.
Yeah.
You know, like you're dying slowly because you're not doing anything. And you see all these other people doing things. And you're like, what the fuck? If that asshole can do it, why ain't I doing something like that? You know?
Oh my God.
What the hell?
We would never say that, Brian. Jeez.
You think it, you don't say it.
Yeah. We think it all the time.
You tell each other at home, like over dinner. Like, it's been really fun and cool and fulfilling for me to see you guys make this transition and start to make these things and to see them personally and to see that like, oh, I know Garth, I know Jason, I know Justin Markson, like to see you guys start to network and build. And my hope is that eventually there's a full-length action horror comedy being filmed in the Quad Cities.
That's the hope.
Yeah, it's really cool to see that. And like you said, it doesn't have to be like a big thing for everybody.
Yeah.
It could just be you. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
It wasn't a major cultural event when Ben Franklin's fucking kite got hit by lightning. The fucking electricity. You know, if you never invented electricity, then I'm like, oh, yeah, fucking Ben's fried. What happened to him? If I went out and flew a kite and got struck by lightning, if I lived, I guess they'd put it in the paper. So the next one is, I don't know if either of you read or like to read. If you do you think there's a book every creative person should read to help them along their journey?
Like, I'm currently reading on writing. It's my first time through it, but I would recommend it. Like, I haven't read too many other books like about this process or something like that. It's going to have to be that one because it's probably the only book related to that question.
Yeah. There's one that I read. This is more specific to screenwriting. I would recommend with a grain of salt. There's a book that came out like 2 or 3 years ago called Kill the Dog. There's a very famous screenwriting book called Save the Cat, written by a guy who, do you guys know the movie Blank Check?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He wrote that, and that's it. And then went on to write a book that kind of became a very popular concept of how to write a screenplay. For some people, it's helpful. It's very debatable. The premise of this book is that book's bullshit. And it kind of deconstructs a lot of stuff for people who are like interested in screenwriting or trying to get into screenwriting. There's a lot of stuff you'll find online or just books and stuff that are like, here's the rule. Don't do that. You can't do that. A perfect example, which relates also to where we live, is there's a lot of things of like, you can't do that in a screenplay. It has to function like this. And then whenever you point out people who don't do that, like Quentin Tarantino doesn't write like that. And then people will be like, well, that's because that's him. It's like, well, that's how he got that point. And in the book, he points out A Quiet Place, because A Quiet Place is a screenplay, because there's so little dialogue. They put in like pictures, like they put in a picture of the Monopoly board, like in the original screenplay. And it helps you as a reader. And like they would, to kind of like get an understanding of it without the dialogue. And he cites it as like that breaks all the quote unquote rules people say and the kind of stuff that like Save the Cat says about what you have to do. And it's like, no, as long as it's fun to read, as long as it's something that's interesting and engages the reader, that's all that matters. That's the only thing you have to worry about. Like the Substance screenplay was the same thing. Like if you ever look up the Substance screenplay, she adds all these fun graphics to it or like fonts to it. And when you look at it, there's the scene with the Substance scene where it's like boom, boom, boom. And like she does stuff in the screenplay that kind of gives you, oh yeah, that's kind of what it ends up feeling like on the screen. So I would recommend that. Grain of salt though, because he can get a little like, all right, calm down, man, with like you kids and your whatever.
Looks like that's by a Paul Guyot.
He wrote mostly for TV, but he wrote Geostorm.
Oh, yeah.
And the story he tells in the book is that when you work in Hollywood, you should never talk bad about other people. It's just not polite, whatever. And he's like, but all I'll say is when I went in and saw what they did to that script, it was a rough day for me. And all his friends now call it Geostorm.
He wrote one more movie than I wrote. So, well, at least 2 or 3. Yeah. So,
but I'd recommend that, especially for screenwriting.
We kind of answered this question, or you guys answered this question, but there may be someone else. Is there a famous person or someone in your personal life who has had a major influence on you as an artist, and what lessons from them still shape the way you create today? I mean, you kind of answered that with talking about Justin, but there are probably a lot of other people that our listeners don't know about.
Like personal people we know.
Is there an interaction you had at a convention or a show or just in life where you're like, that person really has helped me and shaped who I am?
Boy, like there's people like famous people.
Well, for you, Lewis, it's your wife. Come on now. That's the right answer.
Oh, that was what we were supposed to say. Okay, edit this and ready. Okay, edit this in. Oh, the light of my life. My life partner and best friend.
Yeah, but just somebody in general. Anybody. Yeah, it could be anybody.
I think I'll say right now, I'm inspired by our like fellow creatives community. It's really hard to DIY a film. Like I wouldn't even call our films indie. There's not much crew at all. And like we've met now, like Annette, the Last Picture House, more like in the indie space, like they have a bit more of a crew going on. Like they have their own DP and the DP has their own crew and stuff like that. But I think the drive to like, I'm gonna keep going and keep doing this, even though this is like what I got to work with. And it's sometimes hard. Like it's a lot of planning, a lot of counting and putting your trust in other people. And when like people follow through, it's so humbling and like overwhelming emotionally, I guess for me, but also like seeing other people just keep, I don't know, going at it, especially like just not having the resources of something like we went to go see The Odyssey. I liked the movie, but like that's thousands of people who are masters at their craft, like that all get to work on this
all
film.
Working together to do that.
That's amazing, and that's amazing for them. But kind of the peers who are doing it like with what they got, everything that they got to make it happen, and not like backing down because they don't have those resources and still have that drive to them, I think is so. I don't know if I should say any specific names, but anyone that we've worked with, anyone that we're credited in the movies or things like that, we'll say.
I mean, I would say like the Jallos, like Devin CM's music is inspiring and like how good they are at that. And like you said earlier, Brian, you get the score and you're like, fuck, we gotta do better. So it's like, hold up to that. I think it's not really like shaped me who I am or was, but like right now, and this is gonna sound weird, but very inspiring, is like we've talked about him before, Justin Markson. Most of the stuff you've seen him in, like Haunt and stuff, it's like he's serious. It's like more like horror or whatever. He is, to us, has such funny mannerisms. Like just the way he talks and his energy is so engaging and fun. Like his natural cadences. Our new movie, a lot of it's based on like just trying to capture how he is. Like put him in situations where he's startled and goes like, whoa! And, like, it's been very fun because we're like, oh man, I love his, as an actor, his mannerisms. I mean, as a person, to be honest.
Yeah. I think right now I feel like I'm in a moment of active shaping. So it's kind of hard, I think, in this moment to say who shaped me before, because I don't feel done yet. I'm still cooking.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to see what that final form is.
Yeah, good answer.
If you stick a toothpick in her, it's going to come out with cake on it. And how they do it.
Are you guys just hoping one time to get a question where somebody goes like, you inspired me?
No.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I was say, holy shit, you're crazy.
You need to do something with your life, and let's interview again in 10 years. I will be lucky if I inspire my children, let alone anybody else. Hell, I'm happy inspiring myself. You guys know that. Sometimes it's the hardest part is like pushing yourself, like, oh, I got to get this done. Because as much as it fills your cup and you enjoy it, some days it's just like, I've got work, I've got laundry. I mean, I have kids. You guys take the cat to the vet. I got to do this. I got to do this. I don't have time to sit down and edit, but I have to.
Yeah, no. That's one of the nice things we've liked about movies. Well, we did for like a week because like we finished the first one. We were like, oh, this is nice. I don't have like, because we've tried doing, like we did the podcast. We've tried doing like podcasting content. We enjoy it and we might come back to it. But I don't know if you guys feel this, but like when you do that, you get in a headspace of you're like, I should be doing something. Like if you're just sitting and relaxing, you're like, I should be posting something. I should be like, oh, I should edit that thing. I should create that thing. And what was nice about the first short was like when we were done and we had the things booked, it was like, oh my God, I don't feel that. I feel like we did the creative thing. I feel satisfied by it. I don't have this thing in the back of my head telling me like, hey, instead of just chilling and watching YouTube, you should be making something. And then like a week went by and we're like, okay, let's make another movie. But
we got to do something else.
Yeah. In theory, that was nice about movies is that it was like, it didn't feel like this like long-term creative commitment.
It's a project that theoretically has an end.
Yeah, that's a better way of saying it. Like, yeah.
Well, heck, if I wasn't doing the podcast, I'd be watching 500 horror movies every year. That's what I did like 2 years ago. It was like, oh, I'm not getting anywhere near there.
I feel like for us, though, it's, on this show and The Wrong Podcast Died, we've made so many cool connections.
Yeah.
So for us, a lot of it is the networking and the meeting people. And I mean, I know Justin, I've worked with people that I never in my wildest dreams thought, oh, I'll work an event with them. I'll do this. I'll show this movie. I'll be here. And it leads to a lot of cool places that, I mean, if you didn't DIY it, you probably wouldn't get to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we'd all love to have the budget of the Odyssey and be able to go to premieres and stuff and get fancy shrimp dinners. But
I think I'd have an anxiety attack if I had the budget of the Odyssey. It's like, I don't know what to do with all this. I don't know. Build 2 horses. I don't know.
no, you just tell people and they do it for you.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's true.
If they do it wrong, you yell at them and fire them and hire somebody else to do it.
What's nice about the movie making, it really makes you address like perfectionism and like you have to just kill that thing inside of you. Is like, I can't do it until it's perfect and stuff.
Yeah.
You have to find out what is the most good that you are capable of in this moment, and then you got to roll with it.
Yeah.
And you just got to hope that you can keep improving and getting more resources and stuff with that. It's like, you got to just start that snowball and let it roll into this big thing. But it's hard because you like look at that first snowball and you're like, oh, okay.
I guess my other question before we turn the tables on you guys, when you made your film, I think a lot of the times the indie artists or artists in general, when they put out their first thing or their second thing or anything for that matter, they put it out and it's like letting your firstborn out into the world. And then you hear hear somebody that maybe was like, I hated it. And you're like, how do you internalize or externalize that? I mean, I feel like that's the discussions we've had a couple times with other people on the podcast that they're like, I didn't know how to deal with that negativity. Have you guys found that at all with anything?
Yeah, I mean, we've had some negative things. I guess how I feel about it is like, I mean, I see a lot of my own problems with, Love Knocks Twice and even this film, even though it's not out yet.
Yeah.
I guess how I feel is like, I believe them because there's things I don't like about the film too. And it's like, if that's a deal breaker for them, I think almost no hard feelings. Like, I get it.
That number one where it's like, for our first movie example, the ending is totally clunky and it doesn't do what we wanted to do at all. So yeah, I get that. But then there's things where it's like parts that I do like and if people don't like it. I think for me, the good thing to always keep in mind is like your favorite thing in the world. Speaking of Return of the Living Dead, I can safely say I think everyone here, one of, if not favorite movie of all time. Go to the Letterboxd reviews for that, or like go to the like sort by worst and just read like people like, this isn't funny, how cringe, how terrible. I like doing that because it's like, oh, the thing that you think is the best thing in the world, there's people who hate it, which means that when you make something, if people hate it, it's like, yeah, of course, that's how it works. There's people have different tastes. You can never expect everyone to love anything, even something you think is the best thing in the world. So why would you expect them to like, in our case, some bullshit short that we shot over a weekend, desperately trying to get through it and like scrap it together with, no resources. I hate to say this as an answer, but I did stand-up comedy for a really long time, like 10 years ago.
Over 10 years ago.
Over 10 years ago. I did it for 10 years, over 10 years ago. And I will say, as much as I personally find stand-up comics to broadly be insufferable to talk to, especially about comedy, because I think it's the most important thing in the world, there is something about going on stage and doing jokes and people just looking at you like, why are you doing this to us? And looking you in the eye that makes you go, okay, yep, that's fine. I'm never going to make everyone happy creatively. And sometimes people are going to hate what I'm trying to do. And that's just got to get over that.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing if someone hates your short film to realize is it was a short film. And I got you to watch it, asshole. So there you go. I don't care how you feel about it.
There's so few people that have seen it broadly in the world that I'm like, hey, you saw it though. A view is a view. Like, you're right.
Okay, I'm going to tell the story quickly because the story was telling that like at a theater that will go unnamed, they played our movie after
a feature that will go unnamed.
Yes. So like every time that feature played, they played our short afterwards. And so we went to as many of those screenings as we could for the 2 weeks it was there.
Like I wrote down, I still have all the data of like how many people were there. Did they stay after to watch our short film? When did they leave? When did they laugh? If they did laugh, all the sorts of notes.
Yeah. Cause I think for us, it's something that when you're doing something like this, it's kind of important to like find out what honest reaction for people that aren't like friends or family. It's a lot gentler when you're watching something like this. If you go to a film fest that shows short films, you're coming with a much more gentle.
You're coming with other
judgment.
Filmmakers who might understand your position.
Because you know how hard it is going to do that where it's like general audiences, they don't care. They don't even know what a short film is usually. Getting to see their reactions was so helpful, number one, because it was like, you could feel the energy when we're like, I mean, you guys have seen it, so you know, there's the little intro to the horror host segment. We were like, oh, this is too long. When you're in an audience who isn't coming with the best attitude, this is too long. There's 2 montages in this movie and it's like 13 minutes long. That's too many montages. There would be screenings where people would walk out. My favorite time was in the middle. Somebody walked out. It was like this man and a woman. And we were like in the hallway kind of listening. And he saw me as he's walking out and he's just patting me on the shoulder like, hey, good job, buddy, as he was walking out of there. There were some people who like, they laughed and they got it. And there's some people who talked to us afterwards and stuff. My favorite story was it started playing and they said, oh, hell no, this is some shot on iPhone bullshit.
Holy shit.
But that's like, yeah, that's how some people are going to feel.
They're not like raw. Like
Yeah.
we didn't shoot it on an iPhone, but
No, technically we shot on a camera that has a worse sensor than an iPhone. But yeah, they're not wrong. That was their genuine response. Yeah, there's going to be some people you're not even like, well, yeah, it doesn't look like a movie. This does not look like a movie shot with a high-end camera with high-end production. It just can't look like that at this level. And for a lot of people, they'll be like, well, why would I watch that? And it's like, fair, you don't have to. If a loved one came up to me and was like, this sucks, you should stop. I don't know how I'd handle that. That would be a little rough.
These people think we got iPhone money, Jocelyn.
Pulls out Android phone.
Yeah, I got a flip phone. Yeah, this is the period in the episode where we turn the tables and see if there's any questions you guys have for us.
Okay, number one, my question. How do you not get burnt out doing so many podcasts?
Who says I'm not burnt out?
Yeah, seriously.
All right, fair enough.
Especially this summer for me, it's been rough. I've had a car accident. I had
Ooh.
really bad food poisoning.
Oof.
My dad's been in and out of the hospital.
Oh,
Like,
no.
it's hard to get things done sometimes, but yeah, it's more like I've always said, this is therapy for me.
Mhm, yeah.
I enjoy doing it. I love talking about movies and all kinds of pop culture stuff. So it gets me through.
Yeah. Rod's doesn't have any kids, so he was watching 700 scary movies a year and like wasting away into the couch. He was becoming a couch. He was going to be the next killer in Killer Sofa Part 2.
Yeah, I literally did watch over 700 movies one year of horror movies.
Oh,
Gee,
damn.
just horror movies.
Yeah.
I think for him, therapy, but I think for me, I mean, you guys were at the last Picture House showing with Joe Bob Briggs. I think that's what fills my cup every so often, like fills my tank back up. Like, oh, I had a really great time. I connected with a bunch of people. I got to hang out with Joe Bob and Darcy, be part of that event. So that fills my tank back up from empty to full. And then here pretty soon, I'm going to be showing a double feature in Burlington, Iowa. So that'll fill my tank back up. I'm hoping to make alternating currents with Justin. I'll go to Halloween-a-Palooza. Just throughout the year, I get to do cool things and meet cool people that as I'm going down to E, you know, something comes along almost all the time and fills my tank back up. And you guys know me. I'm my own biggest fan. It doesn't take much for me to pat myself on the back. You know, so.
Damn narcissist.
I mean, there's times you're like, oh, I got to record again this week because it's every week pretty much for me. There's weeks that I'm like, oh my God, that's tough.
My question would be like, what's something broadly or specifically to podcast or your networking world or anything like that like you guys are looking forward to or something that you would like to see happen?
I mean, I think my next thing that I want to do is I did the Joe Bob thing with the last Picture House, but I'd really love to bring in like Severin Films up there. There's been some talk of that. We just got to figure out dates and stuff like that. And hopefully it works out. I just think that would be super cool to bring to the Quad Cities and the last Picture House.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
I'm always just about stuff like that, welcoming it in and getting stuff to areas where it's not normally happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I love bringing stuff to Burlington because Burlington's small and as much cool stuff as they have. Like, how often do they get a double feature of movies with some vendors in Burlington?
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And local authors get to promote their books and the local toy shop gets to do some promotion and stuff like that. So I just want to continue to start doing that stuff and keep that stuff going.
Nice.
I want some jackasses in Ottumwa to put me in their goddamn films for once about sea monkeys and shit.
I was in one of them.
Those films are still not out yet, so there's still time. You know who you are.
Oh,
dang. The message is out.
I thought there was like an open invite. Are you not in that chat?
No, I wasn't in the chat. See, I was left out.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I love it.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Maybe I should invite you to that chat.
That's right.
You've not been in anybody's short films?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been lucky to be in a couple.
Dang.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yet to be seen.
Well, no, I was in the Brett and Tony one. He's got the alarm cat.
Oh, yeah. Fucking alarm cat.
If you're gonna be in a short, what would be your ideal kind of character you'd play, or what would you be?
The fat loser who gets killed like at the beginning.
Oh, dang. Okay. I don't know how to respond to that.
I know, yeah.
I cannot read off a script. I cannot remember a line for the life of me. So I would have to do something where I improvise I mean, if you give me an idea what I need to do and what I need to say, I can improvise it pretty well. So just something along those lines. I mean, I don't really care what you told me to do.
I think you would make a fun twist on, it's the archetype of the character, but in the Friday the 13th, the old man that goes, don't go to Camp Crystal Lake.
The harbinger of death.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
twist,
yeah.
like I am that person.
Yeah, you're that guy. That's
I told you kids not to go down by that river.
Yeah.
Stay off my fucking lawn.
you're the harbinger, but then you keep showing up to be like, I fucking told you. I don't know why you didn't listen
I told you not to eat that lettuce at Taco Bell. Your asshole would blow up. Then show up at like the drugstore when they're buying Pepsi. I told you not to eat them spicy nachos. Where's this guy keep fucking coming from?
What's his fucking problem?
Then I show up while they're having their colonoscopy. I told you not to be messing around with that kinky girl. We just wrote your next movie.
The packaging.
Jeez.
You got another question? You got anything?
I'm trying to think of questions. If you could, okay, this is the option. You can either save one person or one movie, and that movie will be erased from history, but you'll remember it. Or you can save a person. Would you pick to save the person or the movie?
I don't know. I don't think we needed to give more questions. I think we satisfied.
Wow.
I don't know. It depends on who the person is, first off.
Thanks. See, that's what I'm trying to get to.
And it depends on what movie it is. Like, if it's the original Halloween, I'm probably going to save the person no matter who it is.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, why do you hate the first Halloween? What is with that?
He finds it
It's
boring.
God,
yeah,
it's
you're
boring.
boring.
Well, I know, but
Yeah. I would save Robin Williams
Oh.
and then get rid of one of his films. We talk about him a lot on the Wrong Podcast. And every time we do, I'm always thinking, damn, man, that guy, he seems so happy. And
Yeah.
it just kind of always bothers me. So yeah, I'd save Robin Williams and maybe get rid of some movie, one of his movies.
what's that
Okay.
really sad movie he does with Cuba Gooding Jr.? Maybe not that one, because that's a really good movie.
Oh, what?
What Dreams May Come.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
okay.
get rid of On Golden Pond. I didn't care for that one.
I didn't hate it that much. But yeah, we're gonna get rid of On Golden Pond now.
Okay.
Motherfucker doesn't like Halloween.
I don't know who I would save person-wise.
That's okay. It was a nonsense question.
Oh, I want to save Jim Varney, Ernest.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the question. You can save one person, but you have to give up a movie you love. But then it's like you love some movies, you can just pick one. I don't know. This is stupid. I apologize.
Yeah, I want to save Jim Varney, and we can get rid of like Ernest Goes to Prison or something. I don't know. Or like You're in the Army Now with Pauly Shore or something stupid like that.
That's a fair trade, an Ernest for a Polly.
That could be the question. If you could save one person or one actor or actress, but you have to get rid of one of their top 3 films.
There you go.
Films you consider the top 3. Who would you save, and what movie of theirs would you get rid of?
Okay.
We're workshopping the question.
Thanks. You're helping us out. Well, let's kind of wrap this up then. I guess we're already over an hour.
Okay, they're gonna keep asking questions if we keep let them stay.
Okay, what if you had a dog and a cat and you can only name one word? Sorry.
So we could find you at jocelynlou.com.
Yes.
Yes.
The same thing on your YouTube page. Is there anywhere else you can be found?
You can email us if you want.
Yeah.
We do read our emails, but we're not really on the social medias.
Yeah.
But we're out and about doing film stuff around. So if you do see us at, I don't know, shopping our film around, please say hi to us. Yeah, but we're not on
Are
social
you going to be
media.
at Halloween-a-Palooza?
We hope to.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right now, we're in that kind of final stretch of getting the movie out. So it's like right now, I'm kind of exhausted, but like I would love Miguel Nunez. Like I would love to meet him and have him sign our Blu-rays and stuff.
Yeah.
He's wild, from what I hear.
He's
Yeah.
wild? Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, he is. I met him once.
Oh, nice.
He's a fun guy.
We usually make it out there for the day. So we
Yeah.
hope to go.
Yeah.
Ask us in September. I'll be more refreshed in September.
You can find him on the main streets of the Quad Cities. That's where you're gonna find him.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, and a lot of fun. And hopefully we'll be seeing you at some events here soon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And seeing your film and your
Yeah.
films and more films than all the films.
Thank you so much for having us on. It was a lot of fun.
Tune in next month as we wander back into the fog in search of new artists on Red Fog Radio.